Well, hello. 40 days in the desert, 40 acres and a mule, and day 40 of the Shutdown Shit Show Showdown. And the only reason I could giggle about it is because I already, shook my fist at the sky, cried at all the children that are going to go hungry, and the disabled, and the vets, and the single moms. I already cried about that. I got angry and furious about it and cried about it, got sad, got mad. Now I'm at a peaceful place, mostly, where I'm accepting that, in any other job in the private sector, you would lose your job if you didn't show up to work for 40 days, right? Like you would lose your job if you didn't show up for 4 days. So that's what has to happen now. There should be a massive house cleaning, massive firings, and a whole new system. Because I know we can't really vote our way out of this. They are selected and elected by Freemasons, not by people, right? They're cult installed. It's a cabal. It's true. The installed cabal. So when you see that they are not just incompetent, which is clear, and some of them seem to have some grace enough to be embarrassed or humiliated about it, but most of them don't because they know the plan. They've got the playbook. They know what they signed up for, okay? So they signed up for this. They signed up for NWO, New World Order, and to create chaos and destruction, to kill the old world, and to try to build their own, which is not going to work. It's just not going to work. They can't rise from the rubble they created. They can't be a phoenix rising from the ashes of the fires that they set because they're little arsonists, right? That's not how that goes. It's wake up call, reality check. Nope. Thank you. Next. So really, what we're looking at is a whole massive world change. The kind that happened, like from say 9/11 or the Kennedy assassination, or all those kinds of things that are big wake-ups, shake-ups, breakups, all that kind of stuff. So really, yes, America is in an abusive relationship with a rapist, with a pedivore, and with a creep. And it's a tantruming toddler. It's an invert and pervert. And this is a person, I don't know how much you need to know. And this is not TDS, man. Like, you have TDS if you're defending this person now. But, I'd sleep with my own daughter. I grab pussies. I go into locker rooms where teens are half naked. This person told you who they were every step of the way. I've been bankrupt several times. I've had several divorces. I've, crazy little bunker bitch. But anyway, orange face aside, because that's just a puppet now at this point, right? We know that someone else or something else is pulling that thing's strings, and it probably has horns, not a halo. But that's a double agent. That's a Fed, mole of some sort. That's someone who's sold out long ago. Well, was born into it, really, so you can't even really extrapolate being a sellout to someone who was born into it, brainwashed into it, and doesn't know how to get out. And that's the pitiful part. That's the part that is not worthy of respect or fear. No matter how much they try to intimidate or bully or divide and conquer, you just have to laugh. The laughter is more of a relief and a release and a cringe kind of like ick of, really, you're still doing this? You're almost 80 years old. Like, it's kind of like, they play games. They just play mind games and heart games and I can't say soul games because they don't have any, they don't, hijacked and distorted and manipulated and attachments and whatever you want to call it. Archons, and then they have their Darvo that they play. The games never end. So, Olympic games of evil. It's just absolute delulu, unhinged, cray banana time. So what we have to do is say, we, in theory, voted you in. We, in theory, pay for your salary, though it's really comes from human trafficking and child harm. But, we pay taxes, and you are not doing your job, so you're fired. The famous old words from The Apprentice. You are fired because you are not up to the challenge of being in that seat, of owning it, earning it, or keeping it. So you're done. Even if you go back, and even if you posture and you give your dumb narrated Mason farce scripts and your really, really bad acting. Really bad. You're done. This is what this shutdown has signaled, that you can't work together. You can't do the job. You can't be real, because they're all so fucking fake. I mean, they look fake. They look weird and creepy. So we don't need you anymore. We probably never did, and we will be better off without you. In the same way that when you're trying to leave a psychopath, sociopath, or narcissist, that's what these people all are with their greed and their cowardice, then they get meaner and they get louder and things scream when they die. So that old chestnut that they tried to push out, let them. Let them scream, let them die, let them go. Let it go, let it go. We don't need your bullshit no more. That's how I feel. And I am saying the things. And we got almost 6 minutes here, so I might go to 7 minutes as I wrap up here. So really, thank them. Thank them for being so, bad at what they do. For not having any skills, for being, the bad apple that needs to go so that better can rise. And we need better systems, clearly. We don't just need more Hydra heads, bobbleheads. We need whole new systems. But as the old one crumbles and implodes and burns, just let Babylon burn. Let it fall, right? I don't mean that in a religious way. I mean it in a symbolic way because, symbolism is what they know. And games is what they know. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to show up. And they don't know how to do the job. So, yeah, they're fired. Fire them in your mind, even if we don't know what that's going to look like in the 3D reality yet. Just give them their walking papers, give them their pink slip, and then you get your walking boots and you shuffle it and move on. Because that's the healthiest thing, right? Or don't. Keep playing their farce. Whatever. Free will, baby. All right. Love you. Love you. Love you. Bye. Until next time.